Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. In this video, I'll be sharing my professional betting picks and analysis for 3 exciting NHL matchups: the Tampa Bay Lightning versus Columbus Blue Jackets, Colorado Avalanche versus Washington Capitals, and Vegas Golden Knights versus Ottawa Senators. Stay tuned as we break down the key factors that will shape these games and explore the best betting strategies to consider. Brooklyn Nets versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Brooklyn Nets are coming off a narrow 116-115 home victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Brooklyn shot the ball efficiently, finishing 42 of 85, 49.4% from the field and 18 of 41, 43.9% from beyond the arc. Despite some defensive struggles, which saw the Hornets shoot 46.3% from the field, the Nets managed to hold on for the win. Cameron Johnson led the charge, posting 34 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks in 38 minutes. Offensively, the Nets have been solid this season, averaging 111.7 points per game, 18th in the NBA. They've been particularly effective from deep, ranking 9th in three-point shooting at 37.7%. However, their defense has been a liability, allowing 114.7 points per game, 21st in the league, and ranking 27th in opposing shooting percentage, 48.5%. If Brooklyn can tighten up defensively, they could be a dangerous team going forward. The Philadelphia 76ers, on the other hand, are struggling after a tough 117-111 loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. Joel Embiid put up 35 points and 11 rebounds, but the team's defensive efforts left much to be desired, as the Grizzlies shot 48.2% from the field and 44.2% from three. The 76ers have been among the league's worst offensively, ranking 29th in points per game, 103.9, 30th in shooting percentage, 36.7%, and 29th in three-point shooting, 31.7%. Despite their offensive woes, the 76ers' defense has been a mixed bag. They are 16th in points allowed, 112.6, but ranked 28th in rebounds per game, 39.8. If they can improve both offensively and defensively, they could turn things around, but for now, their recent form has been underwhelming. With the Nets averaging 114.0 points in their last 3 games and the 76ers averaging just 98.2 points over their past 5, Brooklyn has the upper hand offensively. The two teams are also closely matched in defending the three, with Brooklyn ranking 20th, 36.6%, and Philadelphia 21st, 36.7%. Given the current form, Brooklyn is the better bet here, especially with the points. Prediction: Brooklyn Nets plus 5.5 points. Both teams play at a slow pace, with the Nets ranking 30th in pace, 96.33, and the 76ers 27th, 97.79. With 2 of the top 3 scoring threats already sidelined and Joel Embiid's injury status uncertain, it's unlikely this game will see a high-scoring affair. Additionally, both teams struggle to secure offensive rebounds, with Brooklyn ranked 26th, 9.2 per game, and Philadelphia 15th, 10.4. Expect a low-scoring game, so take the under 216.5 points. Boston Celtics versus Washington Wizards. The Boston Celtics are coming off a thrilling 120-117 victory over the unbeaten Cleveland Cavaliers, where they showcased their remarkable three-point shooting. The Celtics nailed 22 three-pointers in the game, including 14 in the first half, building a commanding 65-48 halftime lead. Jason Tatum led the way with 33 points and 12 rebounds, while Al Horford contributed 20 points and Derek White added 19. Boston's dominance from beyond the arc continues as they lead the NBA in three-point attempts, averaging 50 per game. Tatum, in particular, has been on fire, posting 30-plus points for the 9th time this season and recording his 3rd consecutive double-double. Over his last 5 games, he shot 44.9% from 3 and has contributed significantly in various areas of the game. The Celtics are firing on all cylinders offensively, ranking second in offensive rating and making the most three-pointers in the league. Meanwhile, the Washington Wizards are mired in a 9-game losing streak, most recently falling 134-106 to the New York Knicks. The Wizards have struggled mightily, with all but one loss during this stretch coming by double digits. Their shooting from three has been subpar, ranking 25th in the league with a 33.4% success rate, and they are 26th in three-point defense. Despite these struggles, rookie Carlton Carrington has emerged as one of the few bright spots, averaging 10.3 points, 5.7 assists, 4.8 rebounds, and 1.7 steals per game this month. Washington's rebuilding efforts are evident as they continue to face an uphill battle in the Eastern Conference. The Wizards will need a strong defensive performance to keep up with Boston, especially given the Celtics' proficiency from beyond the arc. Washington has the talent to stay competitive early on, particularly with Carrington and Corey Kispert stepping up. But the Celtics' offensive firepower and three-point shooting advantage should prove overwhelming. Prediction: Boston Celtics ATS. The Wizards are ranked 4th in pace, but that could play right into the Celtics' hands as they thrive in high-scoring games. If Washington doesn't slow the tempo, Boston could easily surpass 23-pointers again. The Celtics don't turn the ball over often, ranking second in turnover percentage, and their perimeter shooting is far superior to the Wizards' defense. Washington is currently last in defensive rating, which bodes well for Boston's offensive attack. Given the talent disparity, expect the Celtics to cover the spread. Over-under prediction: with both teams likely to engage in a fast-paced, high-scoring game, and the Celtics coming off a tough battle against Cleveland, expect them to take advantage of Washington's defensive struggles. Take the over. Indiana Pacers versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Indiana Pacers suffered a disappointing 130-113 loss to the Houston Rockets, marking their 4th defeat in the last 5 games. Despite Quentin Jackson's career-high 24 points, the Pacers struggled throughout, especially in the third quarter, where they were outscored by Houston. Indiana shot just 5 of 22 from beyond the arc, while Houston connected on 12 of 36 three-pointers. Tyrese Halliburton had a particularly rough game, finishing with only 4 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Halliburton, who has struggled offensively this season, is averaging just 15.3 points per game on 37.5% shooting. For Indiana to remain competitive in the Eastern Conference, Halliburton needs to step up his game and become the playmaker he's capable of being. On the other hand, the Milwaukee Bucks are finding form after a rough start to the season, improving to 6-9 with a 122-106 win over the Chicago Bulls. Giannis Antetokounmpo dominated the game, finishing with 41 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists, while Brook Lopez added 21 points and Damian Lillard contributed 20 points and 10 assists. The Bucks led by as many as 18 points, and despite a strong fight from the Bulls, Milwaukee pulled away in the fourth quarter thanks to Antetokounmpo's brilliance. Milwaukee has been solid offensively, but has struggled defensively, allowing opposing teams to shoot 37.3% from beyond the arc, the 7th highest mark in the league. Their defense will need to improve, but with two superstars like Antetokounmpo and Lillard, they have the firepower to outscore most teams. The Pacers' defense, ranked 23rd in defensive rating, will have a hard time stopping Giannis, especially given Indiana's struggles in defending the paint, where they give up 52 points per game, 25th in the NBA. Prediction: Milwaukee Bucks ATS. With Indiana's defense struggling, particularly in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo is poised for another dominant performance. The Pacers' slower pace this season has not played to their strengths, and without Halliburton firing on all cylinders, they will have a hard time keeping up with Milwaukee's offense. The Bucks are the superior team on both ends of the floor, and the Pacers' defensive issues will allow Milwaukee to cover the spread. Over/under prediction: given the defensive struggles of both teams, particularly Indiana's issues in the paint, this game could see a high-scoring affair. However, with the Pacers' offensive woes and Halliburton's struggles, expect the game to fall below the total. Take the under. Atlanta Hawks versus Chicago Bulls. The Atlanta Hawks are 2-0 in the NBA Cup, showing strong play with a plus 13-point differential, but they were unable to carry that momentum into their last regular season game, suffering a tough 41-22 first-quarter deficit against the Golden State Warriors. They never fully recovered, ultimately losing despite solid performances from Jalen Johnson, 15 points, 15 rebounds, Trae Young, 12 points, 11 assists, and Clint Capella, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Atlanta's offense has been solid, ranking 11th in the league with 114.9 points per game, shooting 45.8% from the field and 34.5% from three. However, their defense has been a major issue, ranking 28th in the league in points allowed, 119.6 ppg, with opponents shooting 46.6% from the field and 39.4% from three. The Bulls are in a similar defensive predicament. They are averaging 116.0 ppg, 10th in the league, shooting 45.9% from the field and 37.7% from beyond the arc, but they are allowing 122.9 ppg, which ranks 29th in the NBA. Chicago's defense has been porous, with opponents shooting 48.3% from the field and 34.1% from three. The Bulls are coming off a 122-106 loss to the Milwaukee Bucks, where they trailed by double digits for most of the game. Zach LaVine led Chicago with 27 points, but the team struggled to keep pace with Milwaukee's offense. The Bulls will be without Lonzo Ball and Patrick Williams for this matchup. While the Hawks are coming off a tough loss to Golden State, this game presents a good opportunity for them to bounce back as underdogs, given Chicago's defensive issues. Atlanta has been much sharper in the NBA Cup and can score with ease, and their offense should be able to exploit the Bulls' weak defense. Prediction: Hawks ML. Atlanta has the firepower to overcome Chicago's defensive struggles. While Chicago has been decent offensively, their defense will likely be overwhelmed by the Hawks' high-scoring capabilities. Over/under prediction: both teams play at a fast pace. Atlanta ranks third, 106.2, and Chicago ranks second, 106.4, which suggests a high-scoring game. Neither team excels defensively, and both offenses are capable of putting up big numbers. The over is a strong play here, especially considering Atlanta's 11-5 record in hitting the over and Chicago's 9-7. Given the lack of defensive stops, expect a high-scoring affair. Prediction: over 240.5 points.